1 2 1 2 Wise. It is me, Whitley.
Oh yeah.
I own a podcast now. We talk about mechs all the time.
Welcome to Whitley on Shitley.
You just remind me of that one guy. Like, you ever seen like that one meme? It's like this lady that's like, I guess, like doing like an interview. It's like, oh yeah, like we're checking what comics people are buying, and then it's like this guy is like, so what are you buying? He's like, I don't know.
Are you gonna say it?
I know exactly which one it is.
It's about brother and sister.
That's like the inside joke at this house now.
Oh my god.
It's like even with Lee, Nekko.
Oh,
like,
do they fight crime? What was this?
they fuck.
Bro, he has like such a lot of good videos. like he has like at least two that I remember where he like. It's like a news article, like, oh, like we there's like a car crashed into a Wendy's, and he's like, it was like a demon, a steel demon coming into the window. I was just too busy grilling burgers, and then I just see this flying demon just coming into me.
Oh my god,
That
It's
video
so
I need to
good.
watch more of his video. That one just kills me because like he's like, this is a brother and sister. Oh, what is it about? It's about a brother and a sister, and they have fun. And
And they fuck.
the way he says "fuck" it's so faint, but you can still hear it. You know.
No, like wait till you start like actually like he starts like spouting shit in the like in like the news article. Like it's funny because he'll be like, he'll like talk a lot of shit, and then like towards the end he's like, I don't know, Wendy's pretty cool.
Alrighty.
I think that's good.
Welcome back, guys, to Press A to Talk. My name is Nekko, and I'm following the boys, Jake and Mikhail.
I like how we're like taking that away. It's like it's ours now.
That's our thing.
The boys.
We are the boys.
Yes. Episode 1-3.
Technically,
First season, second season.
Season 1.
yeah.
Season 0, not out yet.
Not out
We-
yet.
we've been
Eventually, it's like the fucking like season 0 of Press It to Talk is like
around.
season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh. You ever seen season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh?
I've never
I
seen
don't
Yu-Gi-Oh.
think.
There's a season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh. Just know.
There's a
haven't
0 of
watched it.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
But it's a movie.
But yeah, but that was kind of like that's
True.
intentional though. Like season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh has nothing to do with the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think our season 0 is kind of like the Jujutsu Kaisen one. Then
Yes.
it was like the prequel story.
Yes, it's a nice prequel story.
Oh my god.
with
it was
lower
bad.
quality and cringier commentary.
I don't know. I thought it was fun.
Popping in and out of audios and.
It's like we didn't even know what we didn't even know what a pop filter like was at that time.
Oh my
We'd be
god.
like,
Oh god. So ever since we talked last week, I started or like what 2-3 weeks ago. I don't remember how long ago we talked. I've been watching all the kind of animes that we've been watching lately, and like picturing, and seeing certain tropes in anime. And the biggest thing that triggers me on anime right now is something that it's slowly fading. It seems like it's fading out of a lot of different animes, but it was.
Lollies.
I feel like they need to bring him back. But no, it's a pain in the ass because it was mainly extremely present in a lot of like early 2000 animes and whatnot. But before I jump in, do you personally have any kind of trope that you dislike in anime, or that you want to either see gone or see come back?
I can think of one right off the bat actually, and it has to do with kind of anime and the community, because I see a lot of like, what do I start with first? The community complaint or the anime complaint itself?
both.
I'll try to combine them both. I was on TikTok and I saw somebody like explaining why they can't watch dub,
Okay.
and this is gonna, I feel like you're gonna feed into this, and that and
Okay.
like your like certain things just sound better in Japanese, which they do,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's vice versa. But the dude was basically complaining like he can't watch dub because of like when a guy, like if we're watching My Dress Up Darling in dub, which I haven't listened to the dub, I don't know if it's good or not. But like Gojo-kun being like, oh, Marin-kun, I like just that like Doki Doki voice.
Yeah.
Like it just like
It's there, but it
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
No, like they're saying it doesn't exist in Japanese, but like it does. It's just in a different language.
Well,
It's a trope that you can't really escape. Is like that. Like
I mean,
Goku-
I can understand it. I mean, like, I do find it super cringy when the script is pretty much read or translated word for word, right? We don't use honorifics here in the state or in America, but for some reason we include them in Japanese anime.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the reason why, because it comes from Japan and Japan does use honorifics, but I mean, the reason why Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball are like the two that I distinctly remember as having really good English dub is because they didn't include that.
That's true. Yeah.
And because I mean, if you were to listen, I mean, granted, I don't think it's included either in the Japanese one because I like, they don't go like Goku-san or Goku-kun or anything like that. Like I can even distinctly remember like, Vegeta being like Kakaroto, like he's not really like going Kakaroto-kun, like, or anything like that. Like,
That'll be so odd.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I don't think like Cowboy Bebop uses honorifics either. I might be wrong. I haven't heard or I haven't listened to the Japanese dubbing of Cowboy Bebop, but
I personally need to watch both, but yeah.
I don't know. I just think that
I haven't watched that one yet.
if like, I don't know if it may, I don't know if taking it out would make it better, but it would make it sound less off-putting, maybe. Like if instead of like going like, oh Marin kun, just like, oh Marin, you're Marin, like, or just like that, and maybe makes it sound a little bit normal. We're not used to using honorifics in English.
It definitely boils down to like, I think of lip syncing. It will be the biggest issue. It's like how do you lip sync a name that has something extra at the end where you're already saying the name, and I that will be the obstacle to.
That's what confuses me about Dragon Ball, because they do call him Son Goku throughout the whole thing.
That's true.
But
they just use Goku in English.
Yeah, and I like can't wrap my mind around that when I'm watching dub. I have to like remind myself that his actual full name, like with honorifics and everything, is Son Goku. But it's almost less that, and it's just like the like I don't know how to explain it really. Just kind of the cringe attitude of characters. Like there's a cringe to anime.
Oh yes,
yeah,
and it exists no matter what way you listen to it to. And I guess that's sort of the trope and that's a big reason why I like Attack on Titan. Is because it doesn't.
They don't have it. I think not even in Japanese. Rarely do they have it in Japanese in there as well.
Yeah, they don't even have honorifics now that I think about it.
Yeah, like if I seen it, it's with like royalty or somebody high in command. But outside of that, like
they use like Sama as for like king or like queen or royalty.
Well, that also kind of leads into the fact that it's like a European anime. Not made by Europeans, but takes place in like Germany, a version of Germany. But it's just kind of like that. I don't hate it, but it's just a trope that people it's almost that I don't hate the trope. I hate the people that complain about it and act like it doesn't exist in Japanese. It exists. It just might sound a little bit better to you, or
or I mean, it just sounds natural
because it's part of the language.
It's part of the language.
Yeah,
they use kun, chan, sound, and all those honorifics all the time.
I mean, we get the comments.
I don't think that's my argument though. Like that's not really. I'm not arguing on honorifics.
What else are you trying to like?
Like literally your attitude. Like you
think like I get like the exaggeration and
yes.
I don't want to touch you.
Blush, like bloody nose, like
I mean,
and like there was another TikTok that I saw that was a girl basically saying like what boys think Japanese girls sound like, and it was like the super like hyper. When in reality, Japanese girls don't talk like that at all.
No.
And it's the same thing with the English dub. Like they really upplay
if you
the like cringe.
like, it's funny because like if you like I watched the episode where Connor went to he basically spent a day like trying to like like going through like voice actor school essentially. And then you had like an esteemed voice actor there just talking and like they were like practicing stuff. But then when they were having to do like a mock-up dubbing over an anime, and then it was like Connor like had this like he was a girl and she was going full on like anime voice. It was to the point where like she didn't sound anywhere close to how she normally sounds. But like she sounded super anime, and okay. In that regard, I can definitely understand it, but I don't know. I think it just comes with the medium. Yeah, because fucking like I go back. Dragon Ball has it.
Yeah,
they
do go hand in hand.
Like it really depends on how it's done. I think that's really just how it's done because while it might seem super cringy if I hear it in any other anime, but if I hear it in Dragon Ball, I don't know, like it just sounds.
It's not the anime to have it on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but like on Dragon Ball, it was like I felt the pain, I felt the anger when like in the 17 episodes that Goku took to charge up to Super Saiyan, and it was like,
that's the reason why I don't like DBZ, honestly.
The trope. It's not something I hate, but it's a hit and miss type of thing for me because as much as I enjoy My Dress Up Darling, and I watched like the last 3 previous episodes yesterday, and it's good, but they still keep hitting that trope. It's like every time Gojo-kun sees Marin with like with her boobs kind of hanging out a little bit, it's like oh.
Yeah,
like, bro, you've seen her like this for 9 episodes.
Does it bother you in general, just regardless of whether it's in
it really
Japanese?
Depends on the context. It's both. Like it just, and people act like it's only bad in English. It's just a dumb trope sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I personally dislike the whole bloody nose. At this point, it's something that I feel like it could go away because you can know when somebody's either horny or it's like something extremely sexual just by seeing it. You don't need to have the extra.
They've changed it now. Like I don't see bloody noses as much as I do. I see Dragon Ball, that shit I see the steam like like that. I see that.
It is slowly going away, but like shows like Baka to Test, which both of you none of you have seen. They like the guy would immediately just squirt blood immediately whenever the skirt would just flow a little bit. But I mean, like there was, and it is supposed to be comedic.
I think okay. I think stuff like that is kind of funny. To a degree, under the context, like Master Roshi makes me laugh. I can't lie. He's just like this creepy ass old man. Like Bulma's like just bends over a little bit, and he's like,
I mean, yeah, but I feel like if it's too overdone, then it gets kind of like,
yeah.
And which is something that like shows like Baka to Test do have it almost every single episode. So it is something that it can get kind of annoying. So like if it's a single nosebleed every 4 or 5 episodes, I get it.
So it bothers you if it's being used too much.
Yeah. Like it's not a big thing. I mean, and that wasn't my main thing that I was gonna bring up. That's just something.
Okay, so you have another one.
Yeah,
okay, cool,
that's
cool.
something that you just brought up, and it's like, oh, you know what? I actually dislike that too. But I mean, if you don't have anything else, I can go ahead.
I can't really think of anything at the moment that is tropey enough to be worthy of mentioning. I don't know. I feel like the biggest ones is just like whenever they blush or something like that, where like it's used so much.
Yeah.
Well, if that is the case, then my biggest one, honestly, and it is extremely prominent in shonen because it is. The shonen is just meant to be a boy cartoon or a boy show. But my biggest hate towards shonen, it's how weak and worthless some of the female characters are written.
Okay, then you're not going where I thought you were gonna go, which is actually another pretty good one.
It's that I just dislike how it's the shonen. We must make every single girl in the show pathetic besides the main character, and they need to be the damsel in distress. And let's give them time to shine out of 600,000 times that they could have done anything else.
Okay,
and that is something that I've grown to like dislike a lot.
My question to you is, because I can think of a good counter, like I forget her name, but the girl in Jujutsu Kaisen,
Nobara.
I don't think she's
A
weak at
damsel,
all.
yeah.
Like honestly, I don't know how far have you guys been, but like I mean,
so far we've seen she's definitely a formidable.
Like have you guys gotten to the point where like
we're not in the exchange yet.
We got there, but we haven't started it yet.
We haven't started the exchange yet.
The tournament thing?
Yeah.
The little tournament?
No.
Oh man, okay. So there's a fight. There's a fight that happens later.
Mm-hmm.
After the little tournament arc that they have, after that, there is a fight that I read and I really enjoyed, and then I saw a clip of it, and it really just shows just how good of a character she is. Like she looked like that fight really made her shine, even with
the rest of the people in there.
No. It was only the main character. I forget. Like Itadori. Yeah. Itadori was there, and he was being his main character self.
Yeah.
Like he was wrecking shop, but she was wrecking shop too. And like in that fight, and you'll see it when you get there. They have such good synergy.
Nice.
Really, really good synergy.
I'm excited for that, honestly.
Like you will be excited to see how that fight plays out because it was so fucking good. Like I don't know. I think she's a good counter argument to
yes.
I think there's some there's some anime that just do not apply to this. Like some shonen that just do, like a Chainsaw Man's gonna be another one that like Power. It's not even that Power like kicks ass or anything.
But she's not a damsel in distress.
Such a good character. Like 2 lines in, you're gonna be like, I love this character.
Yeah, my thing is like, and you just said it. Jujutsu Kaisen is what? Recent. Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm like, that's something that I'm liking now that we're straying away. So finally, it's disappearing.
Well,
but it's being a big thing on the previous animes.
What about Uraraka? Urabiti.
She's still damsel in distress.
I was thinking about that.
I don't think she
had times to shine. She had the amazing fight with Bakugo, which was the best thing that I've ever seen her do. It's amazing.
Okay. Well then, I think since My Hero isn't over, and I'm definitely way ahead of you guys. All I'll say is this: like, she gets more times to shine.
And I hope so. And granted, she hasn't been in positions to be helped. So she's not necessarily a damsel in distress.
That's the problem, though. It's not that Deku always has to save her. It's that like
she's not strong enough.
Like no, it's not like the writer is just not
paying attention.
Somebody was made a video breaking down. You're like trying to guess what I'm gonna say. Somebody was.
Is it blue? Is it the blue?
No, somebody was breaking down like My Hero and like their biggest complaint. They said their biggest complaint was the female characters. I was like, what is he talking about? The female characters are great in the show. And then I was thinking, I was like, none of them are great. Like he gives none of them time to shine.
Exactly.
But that's less of an issue with the female character. It's more of an issue that
writing
the series has in general, which is that he wrote way too many characters. He wanted to do a series about a class of superheroes, and ultimately
by the nature
focused on the 3. There's only 3 that he focused on: Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki.
Yeah.
You cannot argue.
That Todoroki sounded so Hispanic.
That was
Todoroki.
That was fucking Spanish dub right there.
Sorry, I was getting a little bit. No, but like,
but
you cannot argue that he does not give any other character,
even Tokoyami,
the same type of showtime.
Oh, Showtime, yeah, definitely not.
But like he puts so much emphasis on and effort on those 3 characters. They have the most amount of backstory out of all of the
character
characters.
Progression and everything.
Period.
Yeah, they're great characters in My Hero, but he just
because a good argument would be Tokoyami would be a great 4th ignored.
Yeah,
all of them are essentially ignored. Because like even All Might, even after his fight with
All for One,
he's put in the back.
Yeah,
he's not giving effort.
Yeah,
and Eraserhead comes and goes.
Yeah,
like
he's the father figure for the rest of the class.
He gets a really big moment in this next arc
I mean, he's got a couple of good big moments. Yeah,
He'll get it.
It's been a build up.
He'll get. You're gonna get upset.
I bet.
You're gonna get upset
I bet.
because like after the war arc, out.
Damn.
What do you mean?
I seen like he's not gonna be around in a particular way.
He becomes back. He becomes a backup.
Really?
He becomes the same as
Bench
Walmart.
warmer.
Oh my gosh.
He gets pretty much put on the bench.
You're gonna see Endeavor comes after, and that's the bench warmer team. No, okay, but
it's upsetting. It's upsetting the fact that because there's so much potential for a lot of these characters, but he keeps writing them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they keep getting written, but they don't get used.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like fucking like MCU including all the fucking Marvel superheroes, even the fucking B tier and the C tier superheroes.
X-Men, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And they like not even because those are the most noticeable ones. I'm talking about the ones that fucking people don't know unless you've been reading comics your entire fucking
Moon
life.
Knight, but they finally has a resurgence.
They
now.
started including all these fucking characters, but they never use them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't that's the thing with MCU. Like all the characters that have been introduced, they've used. There hasn't been one that has been written in to later be discarded. You know?
Yeah. Unless it died.
Like they've had, they have had their arcs.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like Iron Man had his time.
Yeah, and then Iron
movies.
America.
He had 3 movies, and then Captain America had 3 movies, and then Thor has had 3 movies.
I mean, he's not done yet because he still has Love and Thunder
after
coming out.
Love and Thunder and like the next Guardians, I think he's out.
He might be, but at least he's after 3. Finally, he actually gets to do 2 more.
But like to go back to that point, I honestly don't think that it's because the
females are bad.
The female characters are bad because I think out of I can't really have any arguments against the female characters in My Hero because I mean it's not because they're bad. It's just that they just never really had time to shine.
And that's the thing, because that was going to be my point on it as we explain about My Hero. And you bring a point that it's definitely just about the main characters. I mean, the main 3. The way that I was going to argue about it is the fact that, like, yes, you have Uraraka. She's not a damsel. She does fight. She does know how to think. But she has her quirk at her disadvantage, as if her quirk can be useful, but offensively it's kind of tough. You gotta be really creative. And not only that, but then you have all these other characters that they just do not compete in terms of power level with these other 3 that we got. And that is ultimately what it is. It's like, let me write these powerhouses so nobody else can compete. And then unfortunately one of those powerhouses is not a female.
See, but like I don't know. I can come up with cool scenarios for those characters to shine.
Yeah.
But it ultimately goes back to the fact that they just weren't used. They weren't used to their potential because even like I don't know, like the Acid Girl, I know, like I keep forgetting the names,
Mina.
but like
Pinky.
I remember their face. I can clearly remember the characters. I just don't remember their names.
Yeah.
But I can see moments where she can shine,
Yeah.
and I think even in the latest movie, I think she shined a little bit, and not the most recent one with like the. I think it's released out in Japan.
I didn't watch it. Yeah,
No,
Mission Zero, Mission Impossible, whatever it was.
It hasn't been released over here.
No, it has.
He watched it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but like
I need to watch it.
I'm talking about the one before that.
Yeah. Heroes Rising.
The one before that, Heroes Rising. That movie gave everyone at least a tiny shot, even if ultimately it ended up being just Deku and Bakugo at the end.
I'm sorry, but that
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, that movie was
I'm
badass.
gonna defend My Hero on that movie. That movie is amazing.
Yeah.
Any other day, I'll shit on My Hero.
But what I'm trying to say is that everyone got their chance.
Yeah.
Everyone got to showcase their power at least a little bit, right? Everyone worked together. But no, yeah, but like I mean, it's just that I don't think that the female characters in My Hero are weak or a damsel in distress. It's just they were never used.
Yeah.
It's just a clusterfuck of a show if you think about it, because like he introduced, like in a good way, he introduced all these characters, and then he was like, oh, and there's a class B, and then it's like they're starting to fight villains out in the real world, and then he's like, wait, our first year's fighting villains? No, I gotta introduce class three, like year 3 now.
Yeah.
Because he kind of set himself up for like a clusterfuck of a show.
Yeah, because then I was like, okay, so if it's year 1 is fighting, what happened with year 2, year 3?
Exactly.
So okay, let's just introduce 3 of year 3.
Don't worry, like they never existed in the first place.
Yeah, I know, right? They all got expelled. Oh, that's it. Eraserhead expelled them.
Yeah, they weren't good. That's why they turned villains. all the villains, aside from like you know,
Our fucking UA rejects.
they're all UA rejects. Yep, you've heard it here, folks. That's the real plot of the story.
And then he's trying to expand the lore by introducing like Shigeki.
The other school,
schools.
Shiketsu High.
Or Shigeki.
Yeah, I mean, you got close.
Shiketsu.
And what they haven't been mentioned since.
I mean, only 3 characters of them.
Yeah. I only remember Cammy because Cammy.
Of course.
You know?
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, I do remember Whirlwind or whatever, the guy, the air dude, because the fight with Todoroki.
I don't remember.
The only reason I remember him is
what was the name?
No,
What was the name? M. Bison or not? Like from
M. Bison's Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was M. Bison.
He kind of does look like M. Bison.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I remember him. But yeah, no, like I don't know, like what other anime?
So the reason, okay, so I mean the biggest offender, and that's again because I was talking about older generation shows. Surprisingly, My Hero, it's not as bad. You got Jujutsu doing a better job as showcasing it, which we haven't seen it, but I'm excited to see it.
They're so badass.
And then you will eventually see Chainsaw Man, which will be interesting to see. But shows like the infamous Naruto. Oh, bro! It's like
it's like you're opening up a can of worms at that point.
And I understand, but I'm gonna do my best to defend Sakura because ultimately it's not her fault; it's the writer's fault. Second of all, at the end of the like Shippuden or whatever, she actually gets pretty fucking strong. But the problem is that you're comparing her against 2 gods.
No, dude,
and it's like so hard.
No, dude, like fucking Naruto and Sasuke got power creeps up the ass.
That's what I'm saying.
There, you cannot. You like it's like fucking like Sakura, like you're gonna spend like an entire year at the gym, and then fucking Naruto and Sasuke have been fucking fighting in space, like bending space time, and like being able to like just by touching somebody, like change their fucking molecular level, like, and then all Sakura has been doing is just push-ups, going to med school, and like building herself up. That's it. No.
Because that's the problem. It's like you start thinking what strong female characters has Naruto in general has introduced. The first one that comes to mind is Temari.
Temari got benched.
But what's the problem?
I don't even remember who that is.
That's the big fan girl with that part of the sand ninja,
like Gaara's sister.
Okay. Because I remember, what is her name? Sunada?
Tsunade? Yeah, the
Hokage. The big titty Hokage?
Yeah, big titty. Yeah.
I'm realizing the only characters I remember in anime are just girls with big titties.
She's important because she got asses.
No, but I remember Hinata.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, she got...
she got bigger.
She got.
I never watched Shippuden.
She got some plot. She had some stuff happen, and then Boruto like literally like made her flat chested.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They did.
That's why people don't like Boruto.
A lot of even Tsunade got
like bro, like everyone did, I guess that's the trend in the Leaf Village now, like just not getting anything.
No, bro, that was the only way to achieve peace is by destroying chests.
Yeah, because the other villagers were like, damn, fucking the Leaf women.
But the thing is, so you got the first one was Temari, which Temari it's introduced to you as a villain, and she fucking destroyed Tenten. Which I'll be honest, she was weak.
So bad for fucking Tenten.
Tenten had the worst time in the whole show.
Like, if you want to talk about benched characters, Tenten never had a chance.
Never.
She got introduced and benched immediately. She gets no time at all. She gets no moments to really shine at all.
Is this in Shippuden?
No, this is from the very beginning.
Because so you know who Rock Lee is.
Yeah.
Do you know Neji? Does it sound similar or whatever?
I haven't watched Naruto like 5 years, but
Neji, Rock Lee, and Tenten were in the same team. They were 1 or 2 years ahead than Naruto and their team, but they waited a little bit before they went to the tuning exams.
Yeah.
Her whole specialty is weapon usage. She can throw kunais, weapons, and whatever. She has scrolls that just summon a shit ton of weapons. But the problem is
she gets countered super hard with Tamari, who
'Cause she
is
just
like
wins.
a big fan and uses wind to blow the weapons away.
And immediately, like it was really bad because she even uses the wind to like cut her up in almost into pieces. But
Bro.
then it was so
Talk about
disrespectful
benching. She never gets talked about again.
at all. The only
Yeah, that'd be okay
Like
if
she'll
she
be
got brought
mentioned.
back.
She'll be mentioned as like a backup, she's there, she's part of the team. But like every other time that the team goes on missions, they either bring Rock Lee or Neji or
Yeah.
both. Never Tenten.
yeah.
Damn.
And
And
then-
I guess that's why I forgot her because
Exactly.
Yeah.
because I love Rock
She
Lee.
is forgettable.
Yeah, I mean the only time that she's actually able to be in the screen is because she married Rock Lee, and that's it.
Okay, so that's what that is. All right.
Because well, I can't talk about it. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you.
I mean, at some point I'm gonna watch Shippuden. At some point I'm gonna watch.
Although that I have to say that
Like watch it and then come back after you finish it
You know
and,
what? I'm not gonna say
and
it.
don't tell me how bad just tell me how bad of a power creep Naruto and
It
Sasuke
is-
had compared
it's
to everyone else
insane.
in the
So it's just like Goku and Vegeta.
yeah,
even worse.
Yeah.
Worse, really.
Worse.
Damn.
None of the other characters have a chance to
I
fight
guess that's
anything.
true because like
I mean,
even,
the same
like, Jiren,
the
Broly-
same could be said for Dragon Ball, but at least Gohan can
Get close.
can still
Trunks.
fight. Trunks can still fight.
Yeah,
I mean, Trunks and Goten can still fight.
yeah.
Piccolo can still fight.
Mm.
Like Yamcha Tien, like they
Well, yeah.
got benched a long time ago, and we already knew.
What? I thought Yamcha like destroyed every single one of them.
No, fuck no, bro.
I just miss Dragon Ball when everybody was around the same power level.
Yeah,
you know?
it made it extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I
think-
mean, like the new movie is gonna focus more on Gohan.
I'm really excited.
yeah, I saw
Gohan
that.
and Piccolo.
Gohan
I saw
was
that.
always my favorite. Like,
I saw that both
until
of them were
Super.
gonna be in there.
Like,
Yeah, like
Super
the
just
latest
completely-
trailer shows that it's basically it kind of
Father and son.
it's more like
So Piccolo and Gohan.
Pan gets kidnapped.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so that's why the whole it's gonna be focusing
Saiyan
more
Man
on Gohan
comes
because
in.
Gohan is trying to save his.
Oh, is it like Red Ribbon coming back or something?
Yes.
Like? That would be fun. I think it'd be a good movie.
I think
it's like going
I
back
think
to
it'll be
old
good.
Dragon
I just
Ball.
don't I don't think that Goku or Vegeta are gonna have a big role. Broly's gonna show up in the movie though.
No way.
The recent trailer showed him.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
I'm
cool.
I'm sold. Take it.
That's
sold.
cool. I didn't know that he was gonna be. I mean, granted, I don't follow DBZ,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen Super enough, but I have an idea
I think,
what kind of goes
like,
on in
let
the
me
world.
put it this way: don't watch Dragon Ball Z if you can't handle all the stuff that happens.
The 20
You can
minute,
watch-
I mean, the 20
you can-
episode long charge
you
attacks.
can watch Super and be okay.
I feel like I already understand a lot of the story to know what happens to be ready to watch.
You can
Super.
watch Super. You can watch the movies. I think you'll be okay.
You could. Yeah,
You don't have to watch Dragon Ball Z at this point.
You could literally just watch like Battle of Gods, which is the movie,
Mhm.
like abridged version of
Resurrection of F,
Resurrection of F, and then Broly.
just finish. You can.
Or
I
you
mean,
can watch the turn.
you could. I mean,
Tournament
you
of
could
Power
do.
and
You
watch
could
Broly.
do. I mean, you can watch. You can watch Super because that way he gets to see Trunks and with the whole Goku Black thing,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
the Tournament of
that's
Power.
true.
Honestly, the Goku Black arc and then the Tournament of Power,
The only two ones worth watching. Yeah.
and then the tournament. There's a tournament before that, but I mean, we can watch that. It's kind of like a preliminary. It's just basically introducing that there's multiple universes.
Yeah.
You can just watch those arcs and then enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah, because that's the thing. It's like in the power level scaling in Dragon Ball Z compared to what Naruto is, it's at least kind of on par. There's at least multiple people.
I don't know. I think it's a little more Naruto's a little bit more bonkers because at least,
I mean, what I meant is that the DBC, it's like their cast is a little bit more on par with each other, whereas Naruto and
sort of.
it's
I
a
mean,
little
yes. I will say so because during the Tournament of Power, they had a nice cast.
bit.
It was nice and varied,
Yeah.
and they brought back 18,
Ooh.
which she was fucking fire doing that tournament.
Yeah.
She wasn't no damsel in distress or any BS like that. Out of the only female characters left that still fight, because fucking Chi-Chi, I don't know, she fucking benched before Dragon Ball Z even started. But 18 fucking...
Kefla's cool too. I thought actually people complain about
I
Kefla
don't
because
know,
she's too strong.
Kefla is, I mean, yeah, but Kefla is, I would consider it part of the enemy team. She's not part of the cast.
True.
I'm putting 18 because 18 was part of that team.
Yeah.
Like she wrecked shop. She took down some people.
Mm-hmm. Still question
But-
how 17 was a part of that tournament, but I'm just gonna leave that there.
Huh?
Like how Android 17 was in the group, even though he had been doing absolutely nothing for like the last 20
I mean, the
years.
same. You can say the same thing for 18. 18 became like Krillin's wife, and then she got benched.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Same
That's
thing.
true.
Same thing. But they brought him back, and they did amazing. But no. I thought like at least in Dragon Ball, the thing is that it's more believable. We're talking about like up until this point, it has been proven time and time again that Saiyans have this ability to get stronger every fight. It makes sense. It's part of that
Everybody has their limits except for the
Fucking-
Saiyan seems to like be able to break it.
In Naruto, it's like Naruto has this power that doesn't know how to control it. He learns how to control it slowly over time. Then he learns Sage mode, which like boosts his abilities in Shippuden, and then he learns how to control his power, and once he controls it, he just blows the fuck up in power. It's like Goku going from like Kaioken to immediately like almost Super Saiyan Blue type levels. Like
So
he was
it by like 50.
he was strong. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He was strong, but the moment he unlocks his Biju mode, which is like the last form that he gets, he starts having these like just insane abilities, and there's like almost no rhyme and reason to that. He was like pretty strong and pretty fast, but then he unlocks his form, and now he's faster than light.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's a whole moment in the last arc of Naruto where like he has to get past one of the Kages because they don't want him to get hurt or whatever, and he fucking zooms, like flashes right by
I think I know. Is it the B and
yes.
I forgot the name of the
Naruto
Kage,
starts
but yeah.
having like because of this power, Naruto starts having these planetary tailed beast Rasengans that fucking nuke that can fucking nuke an entire country.
Jesus.
And then you also got this other guy, Sasuke, which he has like a lot of curse marks on him and a lot of different things.
But like Sasuke has a little bit more regular progression because like he activates the Sharingan. He starts developing the Sharingan. He gets the curse mark, which gives him his like more power.
Yeah.
The curse mark gets taken away from him. But then he takes his brother's eyes because he kills him.
Yeah.
And then he takes his brother's eyes and he develops another power. But then nowhere near as developed as Naruto. Like in terms of power.
Yeah, the jump.
As Naruto. At some point, both of them get blessed with like these their ancestors, like the first
Uzumaki and the first Uchiha.
the first shinobi ever.
Shinobi. Oh.
Yeah, the first shinobi ever. Like there were two brothers, because like those two, like the story was that those two brothers separated and then they ended up creating the Senju clan and then the Madara clan. Which
the Madara,
creating the whatever fucking. They get blessed by them.
Zomomo Jumbo to me.
Yeah.
They get blessed by them, and then whatever power they had triples even more.
Okay.
Because then Naruto has like these black orbs behind him, and then he has like this big old staff that can just wreck shop. And then Sasuke gets like an eye that lets him do whatever the fuck he wants. It's like having all the eye abilities established in the show. He has them all now. Somehow, he has them all, and they just get fucking OP.
And then he summons a mecha.
And then
I mean, it kind of is.
He fucking summons like this giant being, and then Naruto can summon his like nine-tailed fox at will. And then you get to the final fight, and you have these like these characters that were in terms of power levels, they were like B plus, maybe A tier, going straight to like meta level. Like they are the meta.
Yeah.
And then you have Sakura, who's like at C.
And that is ultimately the problem, right? It's and bringing it back to the thing, because if not, we're just gonna keep talking about Naruto only, and that's not the idea. The idea is the trope, and then afterwards, what we really wanted to talk about. But the problem is right now is that, like, in this case, we had all the female characters that were strong is because of the fact that they were enemies. Temari was an enemy, so she was strong as shit. Tayuya was an enemy. I mean, and it still was until she was beaten. But the moment that Temari became a wife and a good person, completely benched. The moment that I'm trying to think of all these other. There were other female antagonists that they were great, but the moment that they become good or like they become irrelevant, and they just get taken out.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I get that, like, the complaint isn't that we need female characters for females to attach to, because females can enjoy shonen whether there's a female character or not. It's better if there are good female characters, but I also kind of understand, like, why it's so heavily pushed towards, like, young boys, and it's because, like, what's the opposite of
shoujos?
I mean, like, shoujos, you get the same thing, but on the other side, because if you look at
Sailor Moon,
if you take a closer look at Sailor Moon, fucking Tuxedo Mask does nothing. He throws a rose on the floor. He talks smack at the enemy, emboldens, gives Sailor Moon a boost, and then jumps off and disappears. Yeah, that's all he does. He does nothing.
You're doing great, honey.
Yeah, he's like the enemy will give him some spiel like, "Oh, you're gonna lose, Sailor Moon." He'd be like, "Sailor Moon will never lose because she has the power of friendship." Bye. That's it.
Until next time.
What other shoujos are there besides Sailor Moon? They're like super
you
popular.
have Card Captor Sakura. That's another good shoujo.
The problem with shoujos is, and I understand the argument, but the problem with that argument is shoujos are not popular in the mainstream media, and that is the problem. Like, if you told me that a lot of shoujos are also in the mainstream media, I'll be completely fine with my argument. Yeah,
I think it's more. I think the real problem is the people that are writing them, because let me bring up this. I don't think that there were bad female characters in Full Metal Alchemist.
I haven't watched it. We're in the process of watching it.
I can't think of a single one. Yeah, that's bad.
Exactly.
But yeah,
so even the main love interest for Edward is, I mean, she's a support character, useful. but she's there. She literally helps him maintain his arm. Right? Like, but she's not a bad character. But here's the thing, though. Here's the interesting thing. That series was written by a female.
I had
by
no
a female
idea.
author. It was a female author
FMA?
that wrote Full Metal.
Oh, nice. That's a good way to put
it.
Right?
And she made good male characters and good female characters.
And
they were all pretty interesting.
It bothers me because it honestly, it's not that difficult, and honestly, it's not, because the problem is, okay, cool. If I were to explain again Sakura, the idea is that she's being compared to two gods at the point, and so that's immediately, like, she does become strong, and she does not be like, she stops being a paperweight. But the problem is that now, by the time that she gets out of that stage, these other two are just so high up that you cannot compare.
I mean, cool. That's pretty much fucking everywhere else. Because I'm thinking Bleach, and
that again, Bleach had the same problem.
Rukia and Orihime.
She wasn't a bad character.
Both of them, they get damseled in distress all the fucking time. Like, there's a whole arc where Rukia, which is the set, like, I guess, like, the other main character. Mm-hmm. The one that gives Ichigo his powers, and it's like the second arc is her being locked away
for to
be executed or something episodes. Like that, and then it's Ichigo and his crew trying to save her, and then the next arc is Orihime. I think it's, I don't know, either Orihime or somebody, like, the other girl gets fucking damseled in distress, and they're saving them. Yeah, like, it goes back and forth. There's never a point, like, I mean. I think, like, people say that it gets better towards the end, but then, like, at that point, like, at the same time, it doesn't.
People love Bleach for some reason.
I mean, it is part of the big three.
Be honestly, there's this video that I'll recommend it to you. It's by Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Okay.
It's like the rise and fall of Bleach. Okay. I think it's something like that.
Can I just watch it?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can easily watch it, and he'll explain what made Bleach so popular, but he also explains why Bleach disappeared off of Shonen Jump super quick, and to basically, like, TLDR, like, it's repetitive story structure. That's what killed it.
Gotcha.
Because like all the fights are the same, all the arcs feel the same. They are structured the same way
That's Bleach, right?
for Bleach.
But
Seems
yeah,
like we only like one of the big three is actually like.
I mean, I enjoy Naruto. I love Naruto.
You know, now that I think about it,
One Piece has amazing female
One
characters.
Piece has good female characters.
Unfortunately, I have not watched it, so I've watched some of it, and I know that Nami is good, but outside of that, like
Boa
I don't.
Hancock.
Not like Boa Hancock is an amazing character. Robin is an amazing character. Granted, both Robin and Nami had their damsel in distress moments, but since then they have
Which
been
is fine.
active participants to a lot of conflicts in One Piece.
Which is fine.
Who was Zoro's like competitor when he was a child?
I forgot.
As a child, it was a girl. It was a girl swordsman as well.
Like
but
fucking 6 pages in the manga.
she had died early on.
Yeah, but she was an amazing character.
She was
Because she had a whole arc in like 6 or 10, like half a chapter basically, where she was so much stronger than anyone. And as a child, she like came to the realization that Zoro, it didn't matter how hard she trained, Zoro would naturally be stronger than her. And so they would never actually have a fair fight because she matured so much faster.
Yeah, because she was also ill or something.
Yeah, and then she died. It's like, what?
So basically, he never gets the chance to like prove himself.
Yeah.
But like that's what ends up being a motivator for Zoro because that's what pushes him to become the greatest swordsman in
It's like
all
I'll
the
never be
world.
like her, but I gotta try.
Like he and then it's even more interesting because later on a character that looks just like her is introduced. They're nothing alike, she looks just like her, and there's like even some rumors that it is her, but we don't know for sure.
Damn, 1,000 episodes in and we still don't know?
No, because I mean, like the thing is that
God.
the way that like the Marines take a step back at some point, and they start focusing more on like fucking what's the term for them? There's like the big pirates. Like they are kind of like the controllers of the world. Like if you know like how like they have the Marines and then like they're kind of like crooked cops in a sense.
Okay.
They have the super big pirates, the big warlord pirates. Like they kind of like control the underworld. So if they need some people getting snuffed, like they'll work that and stuff like that.
Okay.
One Piece, like despite how many people argue and
I mean,
bitch and moan about how many episodes there is and how many chapters and how it's not over, I have to give credit where it's due. Like One Piece has amazing world, like has amazing world building, has amazing story structures, it has great arcs, great characters. Like there is a lot to enjoy.
I seriously don't doubt it. The problem is that like I am not gonna spend 33 years of my life trying to catch up. I mean, and that is ultimately the problem, right? So I'm not writing off that One Piece is bad. I'm not writing off. It's just the fact that we don't have time.
Like you don't like shows that are over 100 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Just pretend that you're watching 10 different shows and you'll get to 1,000 episodes.
Fuck that. Fuck that. But okay, so the thing is, yeah, no, I cannot do that anyways. But like,
I'll put it this way: like, I get what you're saying. It like One Piece has indeed dragged on for too long, but the way that the stories are structured makes it feel nice, like refreshing.
Yeah.
And so like the people that have been watching it, like
I'm happy for them.
I'm able to keep going.
I'm sorry, like, and that's ultimately what it is. It's just long. Period. Like that is ultimately the only problem. It's just that like it's too long. I don't have the time. I'm a grown adult that I gotta take care of a house. I gotta do work.
That's the thing, though. Like, how many episodes of anime have you watched in your life?
I haven't been able to watch anything. I don't watch anime besides this.
All right, we're watching One Piece then.
Oh,
We're reacting to One Piece.
Even though I'm 100 episodes in.
Yeah, good luck. Like doing that for 10 years because if JoJo is already gonna take 5, that's gonna take longer.
JoJo's gonna take like legit 3 years.
Bro,
to get there,
but JoJo's not that bad. Truthfully.
Well, if we do one a week, it's gonna,
that's what I'm saying. That's ultimately
okay. I mean,
channel wise.
Okay, sure. Like
channel years, yeah,
channel years.
I mean, there's so much to enjoy about JoJo.
No, of course. That's why we're watching it.
Like once you get past part 3,
nobody's complaining about it. Like you don't need
No,
to
I'm just
defend it.
saying,
You don't
like-
need to defend it. Nobody's complaining about JoJo.
All I'm
here.
saying, like,
He's hyping us up. He's hyping us up.
yes, like after part 4 I think it has one of the best.
It's been an hour already.
I'm excited about JoJo, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's the thing. Is like I'm trying to like finish my point, and I haven't been able to finish it, so we can start talking about Elden Ring. Final point. Shows that where female characters are strong are shows not because females are strong. Like they're not strong because they're strong. They're strong because the male characters are weak. Again, a good point is Sailor Moon. A good point. I mean, they're strong. So period. Like they're as strong as the villains that they're fighting. Cool. Soul Eater is a shonen where the main character is Maka. She fights with a sword. I mean, with a scythe, which is a guy, and she fights alongside this other group of guys, which none of them are strong because they have things that they excel at. But they are not strong. The only one that's strong and is a prodigy, which is Death the Kid, has an OCD that does not allow him to fight. And it's like, what's the point of having amazing abilities if you're not even gonna use them? Like the other kid, the Naruto copycat, he has the ability to use these aura, to call it a certain thing, without the weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon in order to use it. He's the only one of the group that can do that. Only gets used once or twice. And then like Maka itself, her fighting style is completely trash. And like I mean, she's good. I like the story and whatever. But then at the end, and this is anime, guys. This is not manga. I'm pretty sure that the manga is amazing. But the anime ends fighting the biggest motherfucker in the world, and she just punches him in the face, and that's it. He's done.
That's Soul Eater.
Yes.
Truth be told, like Soul Eater was kind of forgettable for me.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
Like I remember like reading it, and then at some point I mean. Truth be told, I can't even remember what the story is about.
Yeah, all I know is Fire Force.
All I know is that Fire Force is the prequel to it.
Which is low-key why I'm afraid of it. But it seems like he has good characters and whatever, so I'm willing to give it a shot. But seeing Soul Eater, it's really tough to tell me that you're gonna go bad in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's if you tell me how Game of Thrones ends, I'm not gonna watch Game of Thrones. Which I'm not gonna watch it. I haven't watched it, and I'm not gonna watch it because it ends poorly. But ultimately, it just sucks because Ruby is one of those shows where it started feeling like finally we got female characters that are strong, but you start seeing Sun fighting, and Sun starts to suck. Like you see him in this last episode that we recorded today. He's doing really bad. He's just jumping on top of people. He's not fighting.
He's having an off week. Pull the muscle. Now all of his clones have pulled thighs.
Yeah.
It seems like it's slowly following that trope too. And I'm like, don't do this to me, Ruby, because like I want y'all to be strong because y'all are strong, not because the male characters are getting weak.
I think it's just that. I mean, that's just a problem with just showing it in general. Honestly, it's all like ultimately it says it and it's intended for young boys.
Yeah,
they're not gonna try to put a girl. I mean those are very old. Very, very old and archaic ways of thinking, right? Like,
granted, they're
boys
getting
have to be stronger than the girl.
Yeah,
but
I would look at the people writing it. If it's like a 30-year-old dude, like it's probably going to be a little bit more progressive in that.
In other words, you and I cannot write, but
no, I mean like under 30 and under would be.
Because I'm trying to like
he's trying to save us now.
Because like if you're like. And
damn, Jake,
you might.
I get it.
To mute this. If you're like a 68 and you live in a country where women aren't exactly running any sort of political part of the country or have any power at all, then
yeah, no, and I get it, and that is ultimately what it is. And you're right. It's all ways of thinking. Thankfully, now anime is getting out of that trope, so I'm happy. The fact that you're telling me that Jujutsu doesn't have that,
yeah, no,
I'm happy.
I really like.
I'm hyped.
I really like. Fuck, I forgot her name again.
Nobara.
Yeah, Nobara. There we go.
Nobara.
Yeah.
I used to call it Diet Chainsaw. Now it's coming into its own. Tell me, like, it's kind of like Chainsaw Man at first.
Sorta. But Jujutsu, like, it really just come into its own.
Yeah.
I was trying to see, like,
it's been good.
I was trying to see, like, what recent, like, manga were out that had, like a strong female character. I can't really think of any at the moment. So.
I mean, if I'm thinking about old ones, Deadman Wonderland had a decent female character, but again, the problem with that is.
But is that a shonen?
Yeah, Deadman Wonderland. Yeah, it's a shonen. It's an old one.
How's Spy Family?
Spy Family. I don't think Spy Family is considered a shonen though.
It's Shonen Jump.
It's Shonen Jump, but it's not shonen. It wouldn't fit the genre. I don't know. I would have to check.
Okay.
But
Kind of like
I think it falls onto a different genre though.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Ultimately, I'm just glad that trope is leaving. So hopefully that is the case because I really just want the playing field to be like equal and balanced for later on. But
for the next 10 minutes now.
yeah, we can you get an extended version of this, guys. Let's be honest, because we really been. I mean, one of us has been struggling to play Elden Ring, and we've been actually having fun. Actually,
how did you feel in those moments? I want to know.
Whenever you didn't have it, or whenever you had it.
Like, did you have like a suspicious feeling on Thursday? Like, damn, this shit's not gonna show up tomorrow, probably.
No, it's just I was.
He had a premonition.
I was just fucking pissed that it was fucking LSO that it was having to deliver my package again for like another highly anticipated game. I mean, we can talk about Cyberpunk, but at that time before it really got released, it was highly anticipated.
It was like your most
same thing happened with Elden Ring. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. It didn't take me a whole fucking week.
Took you like what, 3 days?
Like last time, it was like a couple more days. Honestly, in truth, the delay was just because of the snow, the winter storm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Was it around that time?
It
was
was
a small
that's right.
storm.
It was like 2 or I want to say like 4 days. Yeah. So I think the packaging just like the whole
it was
took a little bit.
It was just bad enough to delay it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's pretty much it.
Because in my facility, whenever there's things like that, then the boxes get delayed a couple of days. So now everything got delayed a couple of days forward or whatever, and it's a matter of just trying to catch up to the center. So I can see it. I can actually see it. I didn't think about it.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. It's just LSO. I'll talk shit all the fucking time, but I was just mad at the fact that LSO took long to deliver my package. But I mean, the game's great.
The game's great. That's it.
The game is fun.
The game is pretty good.
I really like it. Yeah.
How many hours do you have on it?
64.
I think I surpassed you.
Really?
I got 68.
Holy shit, dude.
Don't ask me because I'm not paying attention to the time I'm spending.
Dude, no, yeah, it's I finally figured out, and I was telling you that I figured out what is not clicking with me in Horizon and why, like, I don't know when I'm gonna play that game again because it was enjoyable. They added like new things, but Donkey made a video on like this game needs to die is basically like what it was about. And what game is he talking about? He's basically like
open world games.
Open world, but we're entering inside this like new era of open world games. Like Breath of the Wild.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And we're talking about the type of open world that basically gives you everything. It basically like shows you the entire plate.
Yeah.
Before you even get a chance to even put a fork in it.
Do you know what I'm going to do in Horizon? I'm going to run around in an area, maybe do some side quest main mission, and then I'll go to the next section of the open world where I'm just going to do that again. And like I'm going to engage in cutscenes where people stand still and go, "We have to uphold the trade dispute. To get to the other side of the city, we must ravish these 40 robot dinosaurs. Can you help us, Aloy?" "Yes." "Okay, let's go." Not like I can say fucking no anyway. Which in Elden Ring you probably could, and then just go kill somebody in another cave somewhere,
or kill that same person.
I think the good thing about Elden Ring as opposed to and that's just like at that point it's just the way that it was designed. Yes, Horizon was definitely designed with the old method of doing open world, which is how Ubisoft
linear progression, but still open worldish.
It's basically, you're just checking off your list. Did I collect all of these collectibles here? Did I open up all of these outposts here? Did I do all the side quests here? Did I acquire all the materials that I needed for this year? Which is the way that they did open world before. Breath of the Wild was the how would you say it?
The next evolution of that.
Yes, where where the game does not tell you everything. It doesn't give you everything. You explore that on your own. You get on top of a tower in Breath of the Wild and you look at the view.
Yeah, the horizon.
What do you see? Oh, I see a shrine over there. I'm gonna put a little waymark over here. Oh, I see that shit over there. I'm gonna go over here.
And in reality, you'll put a waypoint on the shrine, and then you'll run into like 15 things on your way to the shrine.
But it won't feel like a chore because you found that yourself. The thing is that
I guess I can see what you're saying. So like the game is telling you you actually have 128 more to thing, and you're like, fuck.
put it let me put it this way. Like when you were playing Elden Ring, was there a moment where you found like a little
cave
dungeon or cave and you were like, oh fuck, now I need to clear this now?
No, it's more like, what the fuck is in there?
That is precisely the point. If the game would have told you there's a cave here that you need that I want you to go to
later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if the whole game is that, why the fuck am I playing this?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's exactly what it is. Like that's why Elden Ring feels so much better, because it gives the player agency. Any single and everything that you find in this game feels good because the game didn't tell you that it was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You found it yourself. And
Yeah.
that makes
I was
it
actually thinking
10
like, what do
times
you
more
mean with
exciting.
the other thing? That makes sense.
Going through the Limgrave Castle, there's so many areas that you can traverse to, and like little nooks and corners and like little things here and there that you can go to. You might have missed out on a few, but you wouldn't know any different.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I mean, like as you're climbing, I've yet to try to figure out how to get to this like item that's like stuck between like this thorny hole.
Yep,
in
I haven't
the
been
wall.
able to figure it out either.
Wait, which one?
It's the one that you were trying to get that's like there's a body.
I was told how to get there.
Okay.
I haven't.
You need to tell me that.
Yeah, Marcus.
Uh-huh.
Marcus, he told me how to get there. You're gonna get eventually to a point where it's high enough that you're gonna walk around the other rim of the fucking area, not falling, and then you fall into that area. So
See,
goddamn.
But at the very least, like I had more fun just exploring, because I had there was this point where I was like I threw myself off the edge, and then I kept going, and I was like on this cliff, and I saw that there was like another platform that I could jump into, so I jumped there. It broke, and it took me all the way down to this area where like this fucking big knight with a shield that has like a horn on it, big menacing motherfucker. If you fought the Crucible Knight, like in the what is it, like Storm Hill?
Where was this?
This was in the castle. This was an area that I just stumbled across.
I have not seen that, because I was about to say about an area that has a similar feeling that you land on top of something and it breaks and it throws you down.
That like at the very bottom, like once you get past that, I had to like go past, like I couldn't fight him, I couldn't defeat him. He was like too strong. So I passed that, and it took me to a lift that took me back to that. It was the lift in the middle, in that like little tower area. That there's like this lift. The big lift. There's like this big.
I haven't found the lift for that actually.
So that's the lift that I'm talking about. Like that little section there. Once you get to the end of that, there's a lift that takes you all the way back to that middle. That's how you get back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, that's.
But
crazy.
that's the thing. But like the game didn't tell me to go there.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that was there.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go back to the castle.
I need
exactly.
To,
and then there's like
and I gotta get that shit.
And then there's like the fucking like this big old fucking tree maggot looking snake at the very bottom.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That like before we even started recording, Nekko didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. Like I knew that it existed because we fought it in a different place,
somewhere else,
in an entirely different place.
Considered a boss. In that area, he's just a regular enemy.
No, wait. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the same person. Is it the dude with like multiple arms?
No.
No.
That's somebody else. I'm thinking of.
No, I killed that guy. That was tough.
There's this big old like massive looking thing.
Okay.
It's like it is like a snake.
Kind of snaky, but it's like fleshy and it also looks like it's like flesh and wood merged together.
Yeah.
Hits like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got hit once and I was like, fuck it, I'm running. And then like there was like this ladder that I had that's funny because like I climbed this ladder up and it's like so high up that my brain immediately started like fucking singing Snake Eater because of just how long this ladder is. Like it's so dumb. But that thing was massive. I didn't know that was there, but it was there. It was It hurts like a truck.
There's an area with dragons that for some reason I stumbled across this giant tower. It's just a giant tower. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
But every corner has a staircase going up. So, but the only way that you go up is by going up one, and then you gotta like walk by the edges and whatever to get to the other staircases. So you can die at any time because some of all the parts are missing. You can summon Torrent to try and get to the part, but you know how Torrent fucking handles, and that motherfucker doesn't stay still. So like you will die most likely because of Torrent than you yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So a point is that you go and finally get all the way to the top. There's a fucking grace in there, and there's a grace right behind the whole like section that I was at, like right there. So the fact that there's two graces literally touching each other in the freaking map is insane. Immediately in my brain, so I'm like, okay, cool. You go in. There's a staircase that you just keep on going forever. You can go up or down at that point, but you keep going down, and finally you go to a place where you have knights and whatever. Take care of them. Cool. There's a door. It's locked. There's nowhere to go. Until you see all the freaking blood spots of people like trying to do something in particular, and you look and you just have to walk through every single edge of the whole area inside of it, and inside it's just a fucking hole to the floor. And then the thing is that you see pillars or whatever, or things that hold the middle piece or whatever that you gotta jump onto, and in order to then find another spot to jump down, and then keep going. I'll be honest, I don't hate much, like a lot of things in this game. I hate anything that's extremely tall and that I have to walk through thin ropes or whatever to get to, because I start panicking.
Classic Soulsborne platforming.
Tell me you never went through Blighttown without telling me you never went through Blighttown.
Bro, it is the scariest feeling ever, because you're like wrong step. I need to go back all the way to the beginning just to do that.
Bro, like that's Blighttown.
Nekko watched me go through Blighttown, and it was just you're on like a ladder, like 200 feet up, and you know you're about to lose like 20,000 souls in 3 hours of progress if you fall, and you're just like, fucking.
No, like so that's one of the things that I really like about Elden Ring, and it goes back to what we were saying. Like that's ultimately what it is. If Horizon Forbidden West had not just told you all the stuff that it like maybe unlock like a map somewhere, but like later after like you're maybe halfway through the game, somebody sells maps that take you to hidden treasures and shit like that. But like that's the ultimately it you know, I just look at the map of Horizon, I'm just like, okay, well no, I just gotta finish the checklist. I'm never gonna finish this game the same way that I never finished the first one. So,
Horizon. I'm not gonna finish. I'm gonna.
But
be honest
Elden
with you.
Ring, I've been sinking hours into it, and it does not feel tiring at all.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've seen probably a tenth of the map. Like, I'm not joking.
No,
I showed Nekko. Like,
I found teleport things that take me fucking everywhere.
No, like if you think you've seen the top of this map, they're lying to you. Like you zoom out, it's like, oh, there's.
Oh no, like I know.
No,
I've had the map expand on me at least twice.
Yeah, because I showed Nekko and I was like, dude, you're not gonna believe how big this map is. And I zoomed out and he's like, oh my god. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, Nekko,
The map is even bigger.
this map is fucking huge, dude. I'm not gonna finish the game. And I was like 50 hours into the game at this point. It's like I've been to a fifth of this map.
See, that's funny because like that's I wouldn't say that it's a complaint, but it's one of the things that I was like a little bit concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
You have no way to like you don't know how much you're progressing in this game.
Yeah,
like it's exciting but also scary.
It's daunting
because
big time.
Like fuck, it took me like it's been fuck like I don't know how many hours I have.
I want to say that you have at least like 20.
I know that I've spent at least 4 days in Limgrave alone.
Yeah.
And
me too, I did.
And today I fought and killed Godric.
Oh shit! I wanted to help you out on that one. Nice.
Nah, dude. Like I just want to like.
How many tries did it took you?
It took me 3.
Whoa, nice.
It took me 3.
Nice.
The first one was because obviously I just didn't know what his pattern was.
Yeah.
And then the
second phase popped up.
The second phase, I got to the point where he cuts his arm off, and then it's fucking dragon arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the third one is when I was like, okay, like I think I got an idea, and like I started like seeing his patterns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ahead.
I never actually, like, before we even started recording, I never finished what I was talking about, my dragon guts.
Oh, so right on, yeah.
That's like, that was my build, because when you kill like a main story boss, you'll get their soul, like you do in any other Souls game, and you can either exchange it for runes, or you can turn it into somebody at the round table that will basically exchange it for like a weapon.
Yep.
And I didn't know. You told me that you can actually duplicate the soul, so you can get both, because you get an option of which one you want, and you can remember that you can duplicate, so you get both.
I didn't know you could duplicate.
Yeah, there's the thing is I don't even know where the giant turtles are at. You've seen?
I've seen one.
I don't know where they at.
Yeah. But you like I chose between the axe that Godric uses and the dragon arm.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want that dragon arm. and so I had my gut sword and a dragon arm, and I had this fucking AoE fireball thing that would shoot out, and I would just like fucking cool. Slash people. And the only problem with it is that it just didn't do a whole lot of damage unless you upgraded it a lot.
Yeah.
And so I just stuck with
that. Was
shield.
my build was suffering early on, and it wasn't because I didn't have the stats for it. It was because I didn't have the equipment for it.
Mm-hmm.
I've so far these past couple games, because when I was playing Dark Souls 3 and then Demon Souls before Elden Ring came out.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you like those?
I did.
That's
I did.
good.
I haven't finished them.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Demon Souls before, so it's not like I don't know the ending of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 3 I have to get back to.
That's a long game, yeah, so I don't
blame you. But in all those three, in those games, my build has been consistently the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I've always been the agile, pretty much the glass cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can take a hit or two, but
the damage that you dish.
My setup was like I need to be a light roller.
Mm-hmm.
I need the movement. I need to be able to move quickly and easy. I've since discarded that, and I've gone full on hit me, bro. Like Giga Chad tank build.
I can take it.
And it's been.
Are you fat rolling?
Bro, no.
Oh wow, okay. Because your endurance is, I guess.
I've been buffing up my endurance as
Nice.
I'm building up my strength.
I've been doing the same. Yeah.
I'm fat rolling right now because the
equipment that you get,
the shield that I got right now is like the Manor Tower shield.
Is it the one that we found on the another one?
I found one much better than
that.
It gives me like guard up of like at least 60 or something like that.
If you can try find one that has like completely 100, it's so good, because the only
I don't think you'll ever find a shield like that.
Yeah, I got two.
You got two that are like
that block all damage.
That block 100.
Yeah, but the problem is that it consumes your whole stamina. But like you get hit and you don't take any damage whatsoever. And the problem is that then you had that little stutter that you gotta try to come back from.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like the shield that I have right now, like I can have like a bunch of enemies like hit me, and with the regular shield that I had before, like that shield that you had, like I would take damage. I no longer take damage, nice. And they don't I've seen them take half of my endurance, or like at least 1/3 of my endurance, and I'll be able to tank. I can tank a hit. I can now tank a hit. Honestly,
so now you got a whole new hit that you can tank. Before you start taking damage.
It really just depends on your poise. It depends.
Yeah, poise. I got the wolf helmet.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
For the guy that has the sword and he's dressed. I found it. It's pretty fucking cool. But I cannot use it because it's worthless.
I just need better armor at this point. I need tankier armor.
Yeah, you basically had the same one that I had. Just if anything, just a lower.
I got one that's a lot better now. It gives me I have like at least 40 something poise now. Nice. Which means that I can tank a good hit, and then enemies, depending on how strong they are, like they'll bounce back when they hit me.
Nice.
So it's an easy counter.
Yeah, I need to get my strength to 20, and I'll be able to use this the troll sword that also uses intellect. That way I can actually have a sword that uses my skill set, because the problem is that right now the Falchion doesn't do anything. I have to upgrade it so much because my strength is low. I understand. I know. I'm weak.
Yeah, but you're fucking magic is OP in this game, I'll say. Like even for me,
I think that's honestly my weakest point is just magic.
I don't think you can try to. The problem is that if you build against magic, then you lose on physical. No, and in terms of like physical defense.
The only.
That's where my character gets fancy.
What, in your physical
defense
or your magic?
Well, no, and the fact that I didn't sacrifice the defense for magic, and I still deal physical. even though I'm a strength build.
So you put a lot of points into your magic, is what you're saying?
No, the Ashes of War are what really enhance your character.
Well, yeah.
To get really flexible.
Yeah, no, like I have like these ashes that scale my weapon up to do really well. Like right now the highest
I don't have any good ashes.
Is a big B scaling on the hammer that I have.
Nice.
I'm trying to get something better. I need something with more range. Like the hammer is just too short. I have to get really close to really do damage. So
I mean, you can try to get a great hammer, or a great what's the name of it?
I have like Godric's like great axe. I just need to apply points because I need some dexterity on it.
Yeah, I think it was like 12.
But it has like the thing that I'm worried about is that it has descaling, so I might not.
But it upgrades. Like don't be afraid of scaling because of the fact that I've already acquired a weapon or a staff that had descaling and it's already at B. And granted, it's +6, but
I think my greatsword was D and I'm at +17.
And
that's at B.
Yeah, granted, I'm using an S tier. I mean an S scaling one, but but I cannot upgrade it. It cannot be upgraded. So once that one becomes irrelevant, I'll jump into the next one.
Yeah, because I mean, like when you get really good scaling weapons, it'll stack up. You'll get decent damage. In Demon Souls, I have a weapon that does S scaling on both strength and dexterity.
You know what's the problem now that I remember that boss weapons need the Sombering Stone.
I have a good amount.
No, do you have Somber? You don't get Somber until halfway, like a particular map.
There's a ton where that castle you were showing me.
I bet
but that's where you start getting it.
I went through like this like little
wind tunnel
ruins or something like that, and then I opened this chest that had like smoke and it fucking sent me somewhere else. I have quite a few Somber.
Yeah.
That's so
you can
weird.
find them anywhere.
I've been my map is pretty expanded.
Like I didn't even know it.
The game jumps me around.
I didn't even know they existed until I talked to that second blacksmith, and he had, do you want to buy any of these? It's like, oh shit, I didn't even know that there were some.
That's what I need. That's what I'm lacking right now. With a lot of smithing stone.
Regular ones.
Yeah.
I got so much of these. Level 2 is the one that I'm like fucking struggling to get.
I found a cave that had a lot of smithing stone, but I've since used them. So
there's a lot of those like mining caves. There's 3 or 4 that I found so far, and you just stack up.
Oh, those are good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just keep respawning in there.
Okay, because like the cave that I found doesn't respawn.
No, yeah, like I think you might have found a new one.
No,
possibly because mine don't respawn either. I even went back to the very first one and there was nothing there.
Then I may be grabbing something different from that because the blue things that they are mining, I can keep picking it up.
I know exactly where you're going. That had like some weird cockroach looking fucker.
I hate those.
Yeah, no, like
is that where you got transported to?
Yep.
Everybody got transported there like day 1, day 2. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Like I've seen a lot of messages and bloodstains like I don't want to be
I want to go home.
Oh my god, I hate that spot. I mean, granted, I got magic and I'm struggling with those guys because they do the whole like
I think
missile attack.
If I go back there, I'll be fine.
You should be.
I have enough like physical defense.
I want to say that I've been there 2 days ago and they still kick my ass if I don't hit it first.
I mean, I'm good against like the regular enemies now because I'm fucking level 83 or some shit like that. But I finally faced the boss because the boss is made of stone, so you have to hit him with blunt.
Oh, you killed him?
I killed him with a greatsword. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Wait, what?
Because I struggle with that motherfucker. I still haven't killed him. I mean, granted, you're talking about the one that's like a little circle that does the gravity ground pound.
Yes.
Like in that cave of
it's like a
mining cave.
It's like a rock bull that keeps on fucking jumping around.
That's very hard.
I thought it was the giant. There was a giant.
I don't know that one.
It's like it's the Limgrave tunnels. Have you been there?
I don't remember.
Tunnels. I don't know. There's so many bosses in this game.
Yeah.
Dude. There are some that are more memorable. The fucking like Egyptian cat looking thing with the sword and
the watchdog. Yeah. I said the exact this looks like a fucking cat, and it's supposedly a watchdog.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some of the designs are very memorable, but some of them are very easy as well. Let's see. Are you looking for
This I'm trying to see like the bosses in the troll. Okay, so the troll is probably what you fought.
Yeah.
Stone Digger Troll.
Yeah, I have not fought the troll.
It's a small ring, and it's a giant that's bigger than a regular giant, and he has a lot of massive AoEs, and he targets. He really likes to target. Like he'll stick to a person, and he'll just continue and continue and continue.
Damn.
Like you really like you have to aggro him for him to like start going to you.
Yeah, like the one that I have is just Stone Digger Troll. That's the one that you're saying. I forgot the name of the boss itself.
I can't remember either.
It's with an S or a T. So this is the one that you probably fought.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I fought that one. Yeah.
He was,
I can.
He was interesting.
Find it for the life of me.
Have you guys been doing like those like arena to base like
the like circular ones where you go down? I've done 3 or 4 of those.
2.
Yeah. I've done 3 out of 3 that I've found so far. Like the Crucible Knight was by far the hardest one.
Which one is that one? The one that's like crawl over and just swipes you down?
Oh no, that one was actually pretty easy.
I beat that one.
I didn't have much. I mean, granted, again, like I'm going for a build that I can take a hit with.
Yeah.
But the Crucible Knight is by Stormhill. It's like really close to one. Like it's really close. I forget the nearest Grace, but it's this guy that has like a big. He has like a sword and he has a shield that has like a curved horn, and you start like once you get him to half health, he starts spawning wings and a tail, and so like his.
I swear to God, I faced this one. Yeah.
His telegraphs become harder and harder to predict, but I managed to match his speed, and I had to like basically disregard defense. I had to let go of the shield. I had to remove it from my my equipment, and I had to like just go dual wield the hammer and just fuck him up.
Go to town.
And I surprised him after a couple tries. I managed to kill him. But I had to sync up so hard to his speed. It was fucking anime as fuck. Like I don't know. For me, I just like those. I like those events.
It's this right here.
This is the bull.
That's where the fucking cockroaches are. This Crystal Tunnel.
Yeah,
it's a very hard boss.
This dude, it's like, it's funny that he has that shit, and then he has an ability.
I wonder if I can block that.
No, I've tried. It doesn't even fuck up with my stamina or anything. It immediately goes through it.
I block. I blocked things before like that, so I might just.
And then the thing is, like halfway to his health, he does this weird ability. Let me see if I think he's already done it.
He did it to me twice.
The gravity pull.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, this dude's health is off the charts.
Yeah.
He's probably pretty high up there.
Yeah.
And he's using magic too, so he's like just using vigor. Damn, his intelligence must be up like crazy. But look at that, he has 5 flasks. This guy is extremely over level for this.
He has 5+5s.
Yeah.
So he's good.
Yeah, he's extremely over level for this.
I will say mine is at +6, I think. So
mine is at +1.
Mine is at +3.
And I've been surviving a lot of shit at this point.
I cannot find the thing. Is it? No. So the thing is that at one point he has a huge AoE that like you can barely escape. You need to be at the other side of the map.
And then, pray to God that he's on the opposite side.
Yeah, because if he's in the middle, then you're fucked. All he does is just pulls you up in the air. You are defenseless. You can use a flask. I saw that you can use a flask.
In midair?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Surprising.
So you can actually heal up to negate the damage. I got a vigor of 12. So what the fuck am I gonna do? You know.
Yeah, you will die.
You know. So immediately I fall. I'm dead. So the moment that attack gets me, I'm dead. So I mean, but granted, like I've been trying to get this motherfucker. I really can't. I really can't need help for that. And the fact that you fucking did the video, I'm really upset.
I mean, I started playing the game before you. It's gonna happen.
But you told me that you were struggling with him because you told me
when
that
I was level 12 and
because you didn't even know that he
You
had an
managed to
attack.
get all the way to the boss at level 12.
I was like not even 20 probably. Yeah, I was very low. It was like hour 3.
How did you manage to survive against the cockroaches? Those fuckers hit hard.
I'm built different. Like
Bro, don't give me that bullshit.
I did. I made my
Unless
way
you
all the
put
way
a
over
shit
there.
ton of points into like vitality, like I just don't see you surviving.
I
I have a build that was intended for
look.
to take hits and be defensive,
Look,
and
two
they
hits.
still fucked me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I've played and almost beaten every Souls game. And that's not why I'm saying I got there, but I am like a master of like cheesing my way through a dungeon.
Bob and weave,
Like Bob and weave. At what point am I aggroed by this enemy that's 5 meters away from this other enemy? And how much can I tag this enemy?
So because the thing is that even whenever you're trying to get there, there's a roach that's hiding that he will fucking slap you. So you gotta be careful with that one. You really need to keep on sprinting until you reach the boss thing and get in. But the thing is that ultimately everything else can still hit me pretty hard. So I'm not built to take any damage. I'm built to dish it and run away like a little pussy. But like besides that, in a ring that is this small, and whenever you enter that ring, the first thing that he does is a swipe. So immediately you go in, you immediately get hit. And you were telling me that like you didn't even see the gravity pull on that whenever I was fighting it. So
I couldn't get to that phase.
So at the point that I got it to that point, I was level 40 whatever during that time. It's still pretty high if you ask me. Like I should have been able to kill this motherfucker, but the point is like
That means nothing.
yeah, you came back and you were able to kill it like nonstop, like easily. It's like fuck, and now I gotta go back.
Now I gotta go back and try this fucker out,
Dude,
because I can take hits now.
I feel like it's a
I can
fun
take
fight,
hits now.
but it can be infuriating if the moment that you walk in immediately you get hit. I was actually in the place that I was talking to you earlier about the tower that I get out of the way. I got to the boss fight, but right before the boss fight, there's an enemy pretty strong. I cannot kill every single time that one particular spot. I cannot kill him. It's just too beefy, and does a lot of damage, both magic and physical. I run past him. I go through the fog wall. He attacks you through the fog wall. I do not know how the hell.
He attacks you through the fog.
Yeah.
Like legit, I was walking through the fog wall at one point, and by the time the animation was over, I was hit. And I was like, what the fuck?
But this guy, doesn't leave. And that's the problem. He doesn't leave. So whenever I summon my dogs, they're fighting the wall. And I'm over here trying to fight this boss. And I see the dog's health go down. It's like, you're not even in the screen. I turn around, they're fighting against the wall, not doing any damage, and getting slammed left and right. It's like, y'all fucking suck. So clearly you gotta beat the guy before you go in. And it's like, some of those things can get infuriating because of the fact that like, I just want to play, boy. You know, like I just want to play. And you're telling me that the moment that I walk through the door, I'm gonna get slammed or something is definitely gonna go my way. Granted, this is a Souls game, so nothing goes your way. But like, I feel like this game has a couple of moments that are like that. I'm not saying the game is difficult. Fuck that. Y'all are wimps.
The game is difficult, but it's not. I'm uninstalling because it's hard. You know,
it is meant to.
That's exactly what I said on Twitter. If you want a hard Souls experience, mainline story. If you want a more casual Souls experience, do all the side content and level up your character. I'm level 83 and I'm like 10% done with this entire game.
And not even. Like, I feel like we haven't even touched because I just jumped. I don't even know where the second castle is.
Like it's in that like swamp area that you're in. It's the academy that you have to get
The problem is that the last time that I was there was probably like 30 hours ago.
Probably, yeah. There's this dude, I don't want to spoil too much, and I'm sure we got to wrap at some point, but there's that dude whenever you beat Godric, and he says, like...
He's just stepping on it?
He needs a fucking key to get into the academy, and so you have to look for a key so you can get in.
I cannot find it, yeah.
I know where it is.
I gotta find it.
But it's there. You'll beat the boss. It'll give you your second like soul or whatever, and then progress from there. I don't know where to go.
Dude, I'm so excited for my magic to keep increasing because now I got so many more slots to keep putting magic. I don't have magic enough magic to put in there. So it's like, okay.
But yeah, right now, basically, I don't want to say too much. Basically, all I'm doing is I joined a cult in a volcano town, and I've been hired. Okay, how do I say this? Like they offered me like a job, like a position with this cult, but I have to kill Tarnished, and so I like rejected. Like I said, I didn't want to
kill my own people,
and so they like kicked me out. They're like, it would be best if you left. And then like 20 hours later, I was like, I wonder where this goes. And so I went back and I was like, the lady was like, "Oh, you have reconsidered your
I
my
like that.
offer." And
I like
was
that.
like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Now go kill this tarnished." And I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know I was gonna do that." Like,
I like the side content that this game has to offer. It's pretty versatile,
dude,
pretty big.
I guess it's side content because I could have just missed it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you can even miss the main content because I didn't even know about the castle at all, even though that I had all signs pointing to Lauderdale, and like I couldn't find my way into the castle until you told me how to get there because I couldn't get it.
Basically, like the reason I found out this game was so big, like as big as it was, is because like she gives you like bounties essentially, and I was like, okay, this bounty's like I gotta travel this checkpoint, you know, ride torrent all the way over here to get to it. Okay, this one's like 10-minute ride away, and then I got to the third one, and I was like, I'd literally be riding for like an hour just to get like there's nothing around here. And I was just like, this game,
Dude,
man.
Graces are so hard to like. I mean, so easy to miss too.
Yeah, nice, yeah. Because even that swamp area you were in last night that I was watching in, I missed like 2 in that whole entire area, and I thought I'd scavenged like everything.
I'd be going through an area multiple fucking times, and after like I don't know 2-3 hours into the time, I realized that I literally walked by a Grace like 7 times, and I didn't even fucking see it. It's like, oh, that would have been helpful, and I finally will turn it on, whatever. But it's crazy. The sheer scale of this anime, of this map is insane. I'm wondering if you actually have uncovered the rest of it yet.
I don't know. I'm scared that
in terms of like the limits and whatnot, because I'm curious. And then the problem is that there's actually an underground map that is almost equally as big. So it's because you and I explored it, and the thing is, I don't think we've reached the end of it yet, because we went up. Did we ever did anything on the top whenever we went up the giant elevator? There was a boss.
Giant elevator.
Where all the Torah, like spirit minotaurs were shooting at us.
Up?
Yeah.
It just leads to another part of the map.
Yeah. So
But basically, the last thing I'll say is like, it's way better than I thought it was gonna be. But the best part is that I see it the same way I see Breath of the Wild, in that like it is my favorite Souls game, but I'm gonna go back and probably play the other ones at some point again. Like it doesn't make them like, it doesn't make me hate the other ones. It's so much better. Like I still play Ocarina.
It doesn't make them any less viable as a game to play, because they're so different from each other that there's a point to playing it again. I feel like if anybody gets overwhelmed easily, I don't think Elden Ring is the game for them, because of the fact that it's just so big that you'll lose hours and you do not do anything. Whereas if you go through a Dark Souls game, then at least you have that whole linear progression that's like, at least I know I'm going somewhere at the end of this walk. It like, because even Bloodborne, I walked an entirely different direction as to a lot of my friends went. I still landed on a boss that ended up landing me somewhere else, that it was still somewhere that I need to go later on. And even then, they would ask you to turn back, and it's like, okay, cool. I mean, then I need to go back. So Elden Ring can be overwhelming. Go back to the old ones. If you enjoy it, by all means, just stick with it. As being an enjoyable experience, no matter how many times I get angry at the screen. Well, are we wrapping it up, boys?
Yeah, I think
we're passing out.
I think it's about time.
Yeah, we being a little bit extra on this one, but I really wanted to talk a little bit more for the thing. And hey, the camera just died on this one, so that's fun.
All right, hello everyone. It's still going.
So by all means, guys, check out the game if you haven't. If you like punishing games and you're a masochist, by all means, play it. And if you're not, then don't complain about the difficulty.
Just play it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
And if you enjoy us talking about this shit, then please continue.
Yeah,
Please continue.
like by all
Tell your
means,
friends.
come check us out in the next one. I don't know what the next topic will be, but I guess we'll figure it out over there.
Objective is going to be beating Elden Ring by the time we meet here again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
No.
I'm going to do it. I did it with Cyberpunk. I'll do it here.
Okay.
It's a different monster.
Like, yeah,
though.
just
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay.
Cut through all the side content.
I'll be here next 2 weeks from now to beat it.
Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another Press A to Talk podcast. We hope you enjoyed everything we had to discuss about the matter and cannot wait to see your comments about it.
Until next time.